Niccolò Machiavelli, the architect of modern political thought. Microphone introduction. A man beyond morality. Question: who is Niccolò Machiavelli? A diplomat turned philosopher. A man who stripped politics of illusion and revealed the raw truth behind power. Question: was he the devil's advisor or the father of political realism? Perhaps both. Because Machiavelli didn't teach rulers how to be evil, he showed them how the world really works. Brain, early life, and background. Niccolò di Bernardo de Machiavelli was born on May 3, 1469, in Florence, then one of the most powerful city-states in Renaissance Italy. His father, Bernardo Machiavelli, was a modestly wealthy lawyer and scholar who owned a valuable personal library filled with the works of ancient Roman authors, a treasure that deeply shaped young Niccolò's mind. Growing up in Florence meant growing up amidst art, philosophy, and political turbulence. The Medici family dominated the city's politics, while thinkers like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo reshaped its culture. In such a world, Machiavelli's curiosity turned toward one subject: power, how it is gained, used, and lost. Classical building, political career, and diplomatic service. Machiavelli's rise began in 1498, when the Medici were overthrown and the Republic of Florence was restored. He was appointed second chancellor and secretary of the Ten of War and Peace, a position of significant political responsibility. Over the next 14 years, he undertook several important diplomatic missions across Europe. He negotiated with Pope Julius II, met King Louis XII of France, and, most importantly, observed Cesare Borgia, the ambitious and ruthless son of Pope Alexander VI. Borgia's political genius, his mix of charm, brutality, and strategy, fascinated Machiavelli. Later, he became the living model for the prince's ideal ruler. During this time, Machiavelli also worked on organizing a citizen army, believing that a nation should rely on its own soldiers rather than mercenaries, a revolutionary idea later expanded in The Art of War. Crossed swords fall from power and exile. In 1512, the Medici returned to power with the help of the Papal States. Machiavelli, loyal to the former republic, was accused of conspiracy, arrested, tortured, and exiled from Florence. He withdrew to his small estate in Sant'Andrea in Percasina, outside Florence. In a famous letter written to his friend Francesco Vettori, he described his daily routine, working the fields by day and by night, changing into fine clothes to converse with the ancients through books. It was there, in exile, that he wrote The Prince e il Principe, his most influential and controversial work. Blue Book: The Prince, Power Without Illusion. Written in 1513 and dedicated to Lorenzo de' Medici, The Prince is not just a book. It is a mirror reflecting the reality of political survival. Puzzle piece: central idea. Machiavelli rejected the moralistic ideals of earlier thinkers like Plato or Augustine. Instead, he focused on how rulers actually behave, not how they should behave. He famously argued that it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This statement captures the essence of his realism. Love is fragile and dependent on others' loyalty. Fear, when managed wisely, is under the ruler's control. Fox face: virtue and fortuna. Two of the most powerful concepts in The Prince are virtue and fortuna. Virtue does not mean virtue in the moral sense. It means strength, skill, boldness, and intelligence, the qualities that enable a ruler to shape destiny. Fortuna means fortune, luck, or chance, the unpredictable force of life. For Machiavelli, the great leader is one who uses virtue to master fortuna, bending fate to his will. Snake morality and deception. In one of the boldest claims in political philosophy, Machiavelli stated that rulers must learn how not to be good. He did not glorify cruelty for its own sake, but believed that morality in politics must serve stability. If deceit or violence preserved the state, it could be justified. This radical separation of ethics and politics was unprecedented. It gave birth to a new discipline, political science. Classical building discourses on Livy, the voice of the Republic. Written around 1517, Discourses on the first 10 books of Livy presents a very different Machiavelli, not the cold realist of The Prince, but the passionate defender of republican liberty. Here, he studies ancient Rome and concludes that the strength of a republic comes from its citizens, not its rulers. Speaking head, key ideas. A good republic encourages public debate because conflict between social classes leads to better laws. Freedom depends on citizen virtue, civic responsibility, patriotism, and willingness to serve the state. 42,808. Thought balloon analytical reflection. Machiavelli forced humanity to confront an uncomfortable truth. Power and morality rarely walk hand in hand. He showed that to understand politics, one must see men as they are, not as we wish them to be. In that sense, Machiavelli was not a teacher of evil, but a prophet of realism. Checkered flag conclusion. Fortune favors the bold. Machiavelli. Through brilliance, suffering, and exile, Machiavelli became more than a philosopher. He became a mirror of political reality. His works, The Prince and Discourses on Livy, remain timeless guides to leadership, freedom, and the eternal struggle between virtue and power.